here we are. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Appreciate it. It's I'll show you what we got going on here. I'll turn the camera around. Hope you're all having a great day. We're in town, as you can tell. This is what we got. This grove on this lot. A lot of dead stuff to trim out. There's that big pine tree that's still undecided whether or not it's going to come down. It's a dandy. Yeah, so let's go check out some of the stuff that we're going to do today. We're just going to do stuff from the ground. We got a big old willow tree over in the corner that we got to get, but that's going to take some kind of a man lift or a boomer or something. So we're working out the details on that. This is one of them. This big overhang stuff. Let me try to pause you for a minute. Anyway, this is what we got here, like this dead limb and this kind of stuff and this dead limb. There's just a ton of dead stuff that needs to come out just to get it kind of cleaned up. It's kind of a wreck. I'm not sure why. It won't let me zoom out, but this is that tree with the big overhang. It's all coming, that whole thing's coming out. That big one will stay. This one will stay. This big one will stay. But see the big dead limb on it right here? Right there. It's a lot of dead stuff that's got to come off. This one here, this one's gonna completely come out. This side here is dead. More dead. So it's coming out. This one's going to hit the ground. And then some of these smaller ones are gonna come out. This dead birch over here, it's coming out. This little one here, that little clump there. This is big, giant. This is the big willow in the corner. Jay, you talk about mongoloid trees. This thing is brutally overgrown. Way overgrown. It's way overdue to be cut way back. So we're gonna get that, like I said, with the boom truck. Or not, maybe a boom truck or some kind of a man lift or something. This lilac stuff's got to get cleaned up. Hanging down. Can't mow the yard. And as you can see, the grass is not good because of all these leaves and being left. So if we can get some of this stuff cleaned up, it could possibly help with the grass. Some of this dead stuff over here, it's all just overgrown. So we're gonna try to clean it up some. There's a better shot of that big pine tree. Anyway, I'll see you when we get everything fired up. We got a pickup full of saws. Little ones, big ones. Not sure if we'll get to use them all today, but another thing that I'll talk about here just for a second. There's the pickup load of stuff, so we'll get back to it. Okay. Mark Adams from Canadian Cutters channel. Buddy, you asked about the full wraps and the chip flaps on and bigger dogs on the 350, 353, 357, 359. And I don't know about the what is it, the 346 or something. I'm not sure because I don't have one of those, but I'm pretty sure they're pretty similar in platform. This one, the dogs are off of a 372. Like the stock dogs that they give you when you buy one, the 372 comes with those. So I just modified this part to fit the bar studs. I just modified it. It's got a little I'll show you closer. It's got a little knob on the side cover that you have to adapt for. This little nub right here, this thing right here, you have to Dremel a hole in this part to get it to fit on there, and then work with your holes a little bit with the Dremel. And this is the one with the chip flap. The 350's got the chip flap on it, and it just has, these are dogs for 357, 359, and they have to be modified a little bit to get to fit. And the 350, the full wrap handle is also for a 357, 359, and I had to modify, see if I can get that to sit there. I had to modify a little bit down here on these corners to get it to fit in this corner right here. Didn't have to rebend it or anything like that. And then the underside, the factory bolt goes here, so I just had to come in and drill another hole here. This hole lined up perfectly, so I had to drill this hole to get this full wrap panel to fit on a 350, and on the 353 as well. 353 had to do the same thing right there. Difference between the 350 and 353, obviously CC's a little bit different, and also the 350 is plastic case, has plastic cases, and the 350 has plastic cases, and the 353 has magnesium cases. So yeah, so we're gonna run that a little. We'll run the 353 a little bit, and it's got the. They both have muffler modifications. I'll show those to you. This is the 350 right here in the front. It's just a couple holes poked in the front of it with a couple pipes coming out. Good morning. And then the 353 has the Samish Sawworks modified muffler. It's a dandy. They're both dandies. They both work real well. Open them up a little bit. Both stock saws. No porting going on these ones. Probably keep them stock. I don't seem to mind stock saws. So I hope this helps. So we'll get over there and we'll run the 353 a little bit. Just a little something else about the 026. This wrap handle, this full wrap handle, is off of a 044 MS 440. That's the size that you can get to work on this saw. Had to change the bottom bolt right here just a tiny bit. The inside one fit good. Had to trim this. Let's see if you can see that. Where are we at? Right here. Had to trim this back in order to fit into this slot. This hole lined up, and then this one I had to re-drill in just a little bit. The stock one is a little bit outside that bolt. It's got the chip flap, it's got the big dogs on it, I know. 24-inch bar, skip tooth, hand filed. That's what the 350 and the 353 have on them also, is 24-inch bar, 3/8 skip, because our wood is soft. And you can see that even in some hardwood, considered hardwood, maple and the birch was a little bit rotten, and then the elm and all that kind of stuff. It's just fine. It's kind of aggressive because I have the rakers down for stand up and buck, right? But that's why sometimes when you're dogging in and you're falling a tree, it goes boop, 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 but we spend more time standing up and bucking than we do falling, right? I do anyway. So anyway, for the little saws, Thanks everybody. I appreciate it. Mark Adams, I appreciate you, buddy. Keep rocking. Keep rocking the chip flap. Just an old piece of boot leather. That's all it is. Boot leather and some rivets. A little bit of time. It helps a bunch. Yeah, as you can see with the 353, when I went and flipped around and cut that one like that, I hope you could see that. It works. As you can notice, there was no chips hardly at all coming back into my face. I got my face shield on and all that, but it don't matter. I had this thing, I wore this helmet today mainly for that, for the pole saw, looking up all the time, you know, and wind blowing, and you're kind of stuck where you need to be to cut a limb off with that thing. Anyway, love y'all. Take care and be safe. TazMan is rolling. If you have any questions about these smaller saws or whatever, leave it in the comments. We appreciate you. Be kind.